marks the return to normality in France, a time when millions head home after the summer holidays. But unlike previous years, worries about the coronavirus are still on the minds of many. New infections are still surging in France after rocketing by almost 50% in August. The government has mandated that masks should be worn in schools and offices in an attempt to limit the spread of the infection. But it's also hinted that it's not afraid to adapt even stronger measures and is planning for all possible scenarios.
The epidemic is gaining ground, so we must intervene now, or rather continue to intervene massively. Unquestionably, something is happening since this summer in France and elsewhere that the scientists have not modelled or foreseen. That's what's led me to sound the alarm at the beginning of August.
Let's find out more. Joining us in the studio is journalist Guillaume Petit from our French service. Guillaume, now to make sure it doesn't look like we're not following the rules, to be really clear, pretty much all employees in France have got to wear a mask at their workplace. We're exempt just while we're sat here on set. As soon as we go back there, we've got to put one of these on. So what are the new rules and what are the consequences if we decided at work I'm not going to put this on?
So the general rule is that you have to wear a mask in your company, including in open spaces. There are only a few exceptions. For example, if you work in a single office, or if you work in a workshop or a factory where you have to make a lot of physical effort, well, if social distancing can be respected and if ventilation is good, you will have to wear the mask. It's up to companies to provide these masks to employees, and if they don't respect it, well, they can be sanctioned. They will be sanctions, but the Labour Minister also said it would not imply to be fired from your company.
So the rules are really strict, and it's not just about wearing masks indoors at work, but also as soon as you get out on the pavement in lots of places in Lyon where we're based here. Why is it that the government are putting in place these really strict measures around combating coronavirus?
For one reason, Rosie, for a couple of weeks now, the number of daily cases has kept increasing. But when we put these figures into perspective, it's also important to notice that the number of people getting tested has increased. More than 700,000 people tested a week, according to the government. But it does not explain all, because the positivity rate, the number of people tested positive, has also risen, which means, and this curve has always been steady for the past 2 months. So it means that there's more and more people tested positive. The only good news is that the number of people hospitalized or in severe conditions remain steady.
Schools in